Hi there, welcome to the latest episode of my 10-minute moan. And the topic of this 10-minute moan is a strange case of a foreigner one teenager, who's been arrested in the United Kingdom with 2 handguns by the anti-terror investigation team who are looking into the guy, but we're told it's not terror related. Now, this is one of these other ones that just blows my mind, right? Because what we're told contravenes common sense and logic. How can this guy be getting investigated by the counter-terror and continue to be investigated by counter-terror, but we're told it's not terror related? The exact same we were told in Southport by Rudy Cabana. That was investigated by counter-terrorists. The Merseyside police told us that, but we were told it's no terror related, and then months later we found out it was. So I don't really know if this is true, untrue, or whatever, but the fact the terror link. But the story is, probe launched after Norwegian teenager caught with guns in a Yorkshire hotel room. Norwegian teenager is being investigated by counter-terrorism after he was allegedly caught with 2 guns in a hotel room in Huddersfield. Jonas Kongsnes Natland, 18, was arrested on suspicion of conspiracy to murder and having a firearm and ammunition on March 19th, 2 days after arriving in the UK. Now let me remind you, we're now into the second week in April for a crime that was committed on the 19th of March, and the only reason we're aware of it is he was at court today. Specialist firearm officers from West Yorkshire Police had gone to the hotel to arrest the defendant, also seized what was believed to be 2 firearms and a quantity of ammunition from his room. The firearms are alleged to be a Luger 9mm semi-automatic pistol and a revolver. Natland was charged with possession of 2 prohibited firearms and having ammunition without a firearm certificate. Scotland Yard said that due to the ongoing lines of inquiry, including a number of international inquiries, the investigation was being dealt with by detectives from counter-terrorism policing. Now I'm struggling with this bit because that's not always the case. Let's just take the case of, say, Madeleine McCann. When when our police were, with the assistance of foreign and an international inquiry with foreign police officers, that wouldn't have been handled by the counter-terrorism police because it wasn't terrorism. But we're led to believe that this one that's being investigated by, and again, because the reason given is because it's an international inquiry, it therefore makes more sense that counter-terrorism deal with it. And I'm kind of not buying that. But I am prepared to be open-minded. However, the case has not been treated as terror-related at this time, a spokesperson for the Met Police said on Tuesday. Staying up to date with events around the world can be difficult, where it's impossible to consult a single source for the full story. Narratives that shape public opinion often just reinforce media and corporate-backed vested interests. It's hard to know what information to trust. See what the media is exaggerating, sensationalising, over or under reporting. That's why I've been using Ground News. Ground News is an app and website that combines news from around the world in one place so you can compare coverage. For every news source, you can see if it has any political bias, how reliable the reporting is, and who owns them. They even have a blind spot feed that highlights news disproportionately covered by one side of the political spectrum. Take a data-driven view on the news and stay current. Get news from thousands of sources worldwide in one place. I've been using Ground News to help me get all the world's news in one place and give a more balanced opinion on what we read and viewing who is telling us the truth and who isn't. Subscribe via my link to get 40% off the Vantage subscription. It's the one I use to get unlimited access to every feature. Your subscription can not only help my channel, but also help Ground News, as it makes the media landscape more transparent. Investigation has been supported by colleagues from North East Counter-Terrorism Police and West Yorkshire Police. The defendant, who is in custody, is due to appear at the Old Bailey on Friday before Mrs. Justice Chima Grub. So what's going on? Nobody knows. And this is partly down to a lack of information given. Now, if you're trying to calm the public down by reassuring them that this is not terror related, then maybe dropping in a little clue to what it is would help dispel any such notion that it's possibly terrorism. Because telling us it's not terrorism doesn't wash anymore, especially when you're confirming that anti-terror are investigating the guy. Now, there could be a number of things. It could be drug-related, gang-related. It could be a family feud. It could be millions of things, I suppose. But the fact that we've got anti-terror investigating them doesn't really leave the public in much hope that it's not terror-related, and that gives people the heebie-jeebies. The other thing is, obviously, we don't have any photographs of the person because that would just be crazy, yeah? So, a few things are odd about it. The fact that the crime happened, or the arrest happened, on the 19th of March, or now the 9th of April, tells me that people didn't want us to know about this, whatever it is that's went on in Huddersfield. That's a bit odd. The counter-terror thing's odd. The fact that he was only in the country for 2 days and managed to either bring in with him 2 handguns or source 2 handguns in a foreign country within 48 hours. I find that a bit odd. The other thing was he was getting charged, according to another outlet, with an intention to kill. Now, let me just find this. In the BBC, they say the Metropolitan Police Counter-Terrorism Command, who deal with espionage and threats from hostile states, took over the case after the arrest. The matter has not been treated as terror-related at this time, but here we go. He was initially also arrested by West Yorkshire Police on suspicion of conspiracy to murder, but has not been charged with such an offence at this time. So, how did he? I wonder what sparked this, the fear that he was doing something. He'd flown into Manchester Airport from Stavanger in Norway on the 17th of March. He appeared at a magistrate's court on the 21st of March, and he's next to due to appear in Old Bailey in 2 days' time. It's absolutely stinking, isn't it? It's all rather smelly to me. However, if you want other people to be aware of the story and see this video, do 1, 2 or 3 of the following things. Hit the like button, put some comments and hit share. That'll help drive it into other people's timelines. If you've not already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the notifications bell. And if you want to watch more of my videos, YouTube will put a little thing in the corner here once the video's finishing with a video you've not seen that they think you'll like. But the most important thing of all, unless you are the type of kid that comes to this country and surprisingly ends up with 2 handguns in a hotel in Huddersfield, then no you. But
everyone else, have a great day. Cheerio, bye now.